Hi, friends, and welcome to another episode of Life with Martha. I'm your host, Martha. Duh. Sorry, I feel like strands of something. Hair on my face. I feel it. Listen, it's Saturday. It's not my usual recording day, but Alvaro is gone with his cousins for his cousin's, I guess like bachelor party day. But they're out in the woods right now. So I'm home, and then Alvaro's going to stay home tonight because we're not really partiers like that. So he was like, I'd rather go during the day than at night. And so, yeah. First and foremost, let me just point something out real quick because I'm sure someone has noticed by now. My nails. I remember last week when my nails were like cute and on point, and they were like this fun, cute color. Well, I missed one crucial step in preparing my nails, that my nails that night literally popped right off. So I'm telling you, it's been a while since I have done my nails. I got to turn down the movie in the background because it's too loud. So it's been, like I was saying, like probably over a year since I've done my nails. And so I missed one crucial step, and that's roughing up the nail bed. So then that way the product has kind of like a rough surface to kind of stick onto and hold onto. Yeah, I missed that step completely. Like after I was done recording and I was like thinking back, I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's been a while and I feel like I missed a step. Yeah, I missed like one of the most important steps. I did the filing, like as far as like shaping and cleaning up my cuticles and like all of that stuff, but I just forgot to take the buffer to my nail bed and kind of rough it up a little bit. So then that way the product had something to stick on or hold on to. And yeah, completely missed that step. So my nails just popped off. And I had beautiful long nails for 24 hours. And yeah, they came off. So I was like, I'm literally going to have to talk about this because I literally was so excited that I finally had my nails done, and then I failed. I failed at one thing. It's okay. So what I'm going to end up doing is I cut them all down to the same length, and I may do like a gel polish instead. And this time I'm not going to forget that step because I can't believe it. So maybe after I'm done recording, I can do my nails. I think that's what I'll do because they're already ready to go. Like, they're cleaned up. I just need to literally just kind of buff them a little bit and then start the process of actually like doing the painting, curing them, etc., etc. So yeah, only 24 hours with cute nails. So I can't believe it. It is what it is. That is my life, right? It's just my life. It's okay. It's fine. So last week I had mentioned and told the story about my Google Pixel 9. Literally that Monday, my phone arrived. So it was supposed to arrive. They estimated that it would be here on August 20th, at the latest the 21st. It arrived earlier than that. And that's just, good news. Have I played with my phone? No, I haven't. And the reason for that is because I got it Monday. And I knew that if I would have, started to change things up, I was not going to go to bed that night. I wasn't going to go to bed that night. And so I said, you know what? Put it in the safe. And yes, we do have a safe, but put it in the safe, out of sight, out of mind. So for the entire week, I did not play with my phone, my new phone. And so right now, like this, I still have my old one. I still haven't even switched things over. So I plan on doing that today. I'm just really good with technology that I never get frustrated with it ever. Like never. So that's also why I waited, because I knew that I would start getting upset with things not working, or it would have been such a update from my 6A that you guys, my phone is over 3 years old. So like there are obvious updates on this new one. So another thing too is like I didn't have screen protectors. And so Alvaro is just the best. He bought me 2 cases, a charger, because it has the MagSafe built into it. And so like he bought me a cordless charger. He bought me literally all the accessories for my phone. And I just am so grateful, and it was just like, oh my gosh, you know, because I literally was not buying any accessories, no phone case, nothing for my phone, because after the whole Best Buy thing, I was just like, my phone is not, there's like something on my microphone that I feel like keeps like hitting my face, and I'm just like, can it not tickle me right now, please? I don't want tickles. Anyway, so after the whole thing with Best Buy and not having my phone, I was like, what's the point of buying a phone case? What's the point of buying screen protectors? What's the point of buying any accessories, chargers, things, car mount, like any of that stuff if I don't have the phone in hand? So, once we found out that Google had the one that I wanted, then I was like, okay. Alvaro literally was like, hey, I bought you 2 cases. He bought me a clear case and one that's like a clear blue, because I have the, I got the purple one. And so with the like blue and the purple meshing together, it'll make this like really pretty purple blue. And then, yeah, so I'm excited to actually take my phone out and play with it and get everything switched over. But also I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have any screen protectors. And I'm notorious for scratching my screens, not on purpose, obviously, but from having a purse and putting it and throwing it in my bag. Yeah, there's sometimes it gets scratches. Like, I wonder if my phone right now has a scratch. So far, no. But, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just got a message that Alvaro's on his way home. So, but he's like an hour away, so we're good. So yeah, I have everything to start playing with it, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I do want to get new headphones, because I have the Pixel earbuds. I absolutely love them, but they're also older. And so I kind of want to upgrade with that. I do want to get an upgrade with those as well. And so they have the new, I think the Pixel 2 Pros that are out right now that are like $229. I don't know if I want to spend that much. And then they are just coming out with the Pixel 2A. So, and they're like $129. Like, they're way cheaper. So I need to start looking to see which ones I want to upgrade to, because that is going to be the next upgrade that I get, because why not? And then I'll use my ones that I currently have as like my backups. Or maybe I should just use them until they die. What is on my microphone? Something is on my microphone, or maybe it's the fan that I have, because listen, today we are in a heat wave right now. Heat wave for Oregon, okay? It's 100 degrees today. It was 100 yesterday. Tomorrow's going to be 98 unless it's changed. Let me just tell you guys the forecast real quick. So currently right now it is 87, 89. Oh geez. And it is going to be 100 today, 96 tomorrow, 91 the rest of the week. Okay, great. Still, it's a heat wave. It literally is like heat advisory. It is too hot for us. It is way too hot. So look at that. And I'm in a short sleeve again this week. Or weekend. But anyways, I have the AC on. I have the fan on. So it probably is the fan blowing my hair to my face, and it's driving me completely mad. Like, obviously you guys can see that I'm like, I keep touching my face because I'm like, something is tickling me. Please stop. Please stop. Anyway, so I have my phone and I'm going to play with it later. I don't think I told you guys about our new, no, I didn't, because maybe I did. But last weekend I went dress shopping. We all know this, okay? And maybe I did bring it up a little bit that our water pressure got a little funky. They apparently had a leak in one. So I live in apartments, okay? And in our building specifically, they called us saying that our neighbor had a leak and that they were going to shut off our water at 1 p.m. And again, we were going to be, I think I did mention this, we were going to be shopping, so we weren't concerned. It was going to be shut off for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, great. Thank you for letting us know. Well, ever since the water got turned back on, our water pressure has been fluctuating. So we have really great water pressure. Even my mom is like, Martha has the best shower because the water pressure is awesome. Like, she's so funny. She's like, oh my God, her shower is so awesome. The water pressure, whatever. Water pressure is so important, okay? If you go into a shower and it's just like, I guess like piddling at you, or just call it that, all right? Because that's pretty much what it's doing. Like the shower is just like piddling, like just gross. And it's you're not rinsing, you're not getting anything rinsed off. Like it's the worst thing. Okay, like having shitty water pressure is. I'm so sorry for anyone who has that and it can't be fixed. Like it's the worst. It's also worse like when you're traveling, you get an Airbnb and like either the shower is stinky because of the sulfur in the water, or again, the water pressure is bad. You're just like dreading a shower. Anyway, so ours fluctuates from like good water pressure to like nothing. And there was one night when Alvaro was taking a shower because he works during the day, 6 to 3 or 6 to 2. And he takes his showers at night. So then that way, obviously, he's not having to wake up like at 3:30 in the morning to shower and then to go home. 3:30 is a little bit early, maybe 4. No, maybe 3:30 because he also has to like stretch and all that stuff. Anyways, so he takes his showers at night, and I knocked on the door because I'm like, "Are you in the shower?" He's like, "Yeah." So out of nowhere, he's just like, the water stopped. And I was just like you could hear it running or trying to, but it stopped. And so I guess what's happening with our connected lines is that it's like when someone is using the water or flushes the toilet, our water pressure goes down drastically. And so the maintenance people came out, took a look at it. It wasn't our water heater. Like he was like, this is really weird. Like, anyways, my office has been the past 2 days just undone because we had to move everything out of the closet just in case the plumber needed to look at our water heater to determine if it was a water heater issue and they needed to replace ours, which the guy was like, yours is actually new and blah, blah, blah. So whatever. You know why it sounds like I feel like I've told this story before is because of my vlogging that I'm doing. When I'm driving, I start telling like what's going on with my week or like a recap of my day. So I think that's why I feel like I've told you guys the story, but you all are hearing it for the first time. It's just during my weekly vlogs that I actually need to start piecing together and start editing and posting. So this may be a repeat story, but that's okay because I mean, for people who don't, I haven't posted those yet. I am working on them. So I just have to start piecing them together. But yeah, that's why it feels like I've told you all this story because I'm talking to myself in my car most of the time or walking around my apartment, literally just kind of recapping what's been going on. So anyways, so yeah, they had the plumber come out. And it turns out that it is something a plumber cannot fix. And so they actually hired a contractor. So on Wednesday, I, put the dogs away because I'm like, I don't know if they're coming, whatever. So then they didn't come in and the plumber was like, we have to have a contractor come out. So I'm thinking that on Thursday, they're going to come in to our home again to kind of look at things, and they don't. So we call, get an update, and pretty much it's a bigger issue than what the contractor could even do. So now they have to go through the process of having someone come out, do an estimate on what the repairs are going to be, and then from there fix something. So they couldn't tell us exactly what the issue is, but if the plumber couldn't figure it out and the contractor that they hired was like, yeah, this is a much bigger job, then I have a feeling that maybe our water may get shut off for like the entire day, if not a couple days. And I may have to go stay at my parents' house or something at this point. Like, they're not telling us what's wrong. But another thing that they did let us know, like the office did tell us that other units around us are also complaining about the same issue. So that's why it's a bigger issue than just like our apartment that's having the water pressure issue. It's everyone. So whoever fixed something that Saturday really fucked shit up because it literally, we were having no issues prior until that repair was done. So something happened, and yeah, so now we're just dealing with like water that fluctuates from pressure to like hardly none at all. But we do notice that it changes when it's like the afternoon, evening times, because that's when people are really utilizing their water, like because they're cooking, they're showering for the night, they're getting their kids ready for bed, like things like that. So yeah, it's been fun. If you've been listening to my podcast, you know that I've had some plumbing issues, okay? And one of them was my fault because I let the toilet paper roll thing that goes, that you put the toilet paper on and it whatever. That little piece, whatever it's called, that goes like in and then out and it goes inside and it holds your toilet paper. Okay. That thing fell in my toilet and it was stuck in there until I got a good plunger. But other than that, we used to have, people could not come over. Like, that was the risk in our toilet not working. Like, there's been times where it's overflowed. Luckily, there was only pee in it and not doo-doo. So, like, go back and listen to those if you want to. But, like, we had some... I just remember I was changing the toilet paper and it fell in. Instead of like trying to get it, I just let it flush. Whoop, it just went bye-bye. And then literally for a year, we had our toilet just not working properly. I want to say it was a year, maybe 6 months. No, I feel like it was a year, you guys, that we dealt with that. And like, they couldn't figure it out. They would come out and use the little, whatever the fuck that thing is called. Like, just, it was ongoing. And then I fixed it because I got a new plunger. I'm like, we need to just see if we can get a new plunger and see if it works. So I ordered one and I literally felt the pressure release. And I was like, oh my God, I think I fixed our toilet. And I did. I'm the one who broke it and I'm the one who fixed it. So there you go. God, so funny. Anyway, so that's our new issue. It's not bad. Our toilet works. Okay. I'm thankful for a working toilet. All right. It's just, again, just sometimes when we have, like, if we flush the toilet and let's say someone's in the shower, or like we flush the toilet and someone's out here washing dishes and the water pressure kind of goes down, it's still on. It's not completely shutting off. It's just like, all right, come on, I'm trying to rinse this thing, or I'm trying to whatever. But anyway, so that's the new thing. So yeah. I am going to go see K-pop. Okay, I got to bring up KPop Demon Hunters again. I'm so sorry. I know this is the third weekend in a row, but we are going to the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along. I have never been to a sing-along. I feel like this is like kind of like a newer thing that they've done, or mainly Disney themed things, because Disney likes to make movies that have song numbers in them and then they turn them into like a sing-along type thing. So haven't been, but my mom was like, have you gone yet? And I'm like, no, that's tomorrow. And she's like, okay, you may want to leave. You may end up walking out. I'm like, what are you talking about? So anyway, she's just thinking because of who I am that I may not make it through and that I may have to leave. But I'm like, I'm going with a positive mindset, obviously. Like, we're going with our friends, Jess and Anthony, no surprise there. But it's just going to be the four of us and it's going to be great. I'm being optimistic about it. Regardless if it's parents with their children in there, it's going to be a great time. Like, because also we're K-pop fans, okay? Alvaro and I mainly are like huge K-pop fans, okay? So we're going to have a great time. They're starting to do a bunch of those. Like, just sent me Hamilton. Like, that's going to be another one that is going to be in theaters as a sing-along. I don't think I could sit through Hamilton, if I'm being honest. I don't think I could do it. I'm just hoping that I make it through this one. I think it's just going to be a fun experience. Again, I've never been to something like this, so I think it's going to be fun. So we're being positive here, okay? Not my mom being like, oh my God, people stand out of there. I'm like, can you not tell me anything, please? Because people have to ruin it for people and like take their phone and record shit and then post it on social media. So then people are like seeing little reels about it. It's like, can you just let people experience it blindly and like go in and just be like, wow, what a brand new experience. I didn't see anything about this. Like, can we just keep it how it used to be, where you don't record stuff in a movie theater? God, just people ruin shit for people. I hate it so much. This is one of the biggest reasons why I don't really like, I just am old and I like don't like social media. I love it for what it does with like informing people of certain things and like keeping people in the loop about events and like shit that you're not going to see by looking stuff up. You know, like it very much is like, hey, one day sale, or hey, like this event is happening, whatever. And like me living under a rock, I literally have to like see what's going on in the Portland area for the month of September, or like look up what's going on in the month of, you know, in Tualatin, Canby, whatever. Like I have to look shit up because I don't get notifications. So, you know, I have to do the work versus being told. But then also I don't have the spoilers of shit always happening and, you know, whatever. Anyways, I'm done. I'm going to go do that tomorrow. So the update on how that's going to be or how it was will happen next episode. So can't wait to talk about it. Cannot wait to talk about it. So also, I love that now my family is really like into K-pop Demon Hunters, but also they're like trying to tell me about Korea and like K-pop. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Do you not know who I am? Okay. One, I've been listening to it for 5 years. And listen, I know that there are other people who have listened to it way longer. I'm not saying that I'm like an OG. Okay. But with this current thing happening, yeah, I am. I've been listening to it. Okay. I know the groups. I know, whatever. Anyways, I'm not saying that I'm one of those that's been listening to it for like 10 years. Okay. I just started, but like, it's been a while. Okay. It's been a while. Also, Stray Kids just dropped their new album. It's not my favorite comeback. I'm going to be honest. This one is not my favorite comeback. And if you listen to K-pop, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Maybe I should watch one of their live performances on YouTube. Because, once they release new music, you got the music videos happening and you got the live performances. I should probably see, and maybe it'll change my mind. But there's sounds in it that this is not my favorite K-pop. This is not my favorite comeback. It's not. Sorry, Stray Kids. Sorry, but it's just not my favorite. Like, listen, I'm never going to tell Alvaro this, and I know he's going to listen to it, so I'm telling him right now. There was a song, and no, actually, I told him this in person. There's a song that came on in my ear, okay, and Twice just released their new album like a couple weeks ago. Of course, he's already listening to it, okay, because Twice is his favorite K-pop girl group, okay? There's 9 of them, right? Okay. So I'm listening to the song, and I'm like doing this, all right? I'm doing like Sami Zayn, I'm in their head doing the dance. I'm doing a little Sami Zayn dance here. No, I'm literally cooking, and I'm like listening to this song, and I'm like, oh, I like this song. Like, this is great. And then I hear one person singing, and I go, wait a minute. Is this Twice? And so then immediately I was like, I hate this song. It's not good. So as a joke, I told Alvaro, I was like, I'm listening to this song right now. And then all of a sudden I hear like his bias. If you don't know what a bias is, that's because you don't listen to K-pop. So a bias is someone who's like your favorite in the group. Okay. So sometimes people who are fellow K-pop listeners, whenever you talk about a group, you go, who's your bias? And they say, oh, this person. So the leader of Twice, do I know her name? No, but Alvaro would be able to tell you in an instant. I call her woohooo. I don't know her name. I don't know. And I say it wrong on purpose because it's just part of my thing of like how just like Alvaro really like Twice. Like, we are Twice. Okay. So anyways, I hear her singing and I go immediately, I'm like, don't like this song anymore because I'm a hater. But low-key, I listen to that song. And can I tell you what song it is? No, I don't. I can't. Maybe I should download their album and start listening to it. But their comeback this time is actually good. You know why? And I told Alvaro this. I was like, the only reason why I like that song is because they now are catching up to what is good right now. Okay? Their music is now at the level in which I will listen to. Okay? It follows and it goes with the type of vibe I'm into when it comes to K-pop. None of this like school girly, stuff. I don't know. Sorry. But like, you know what I mean? I can't with the high pitched stuff. I like a little hip hop in there, and they're now getting to that level. Okay. Listen to XG, listen to aespa, listen to Le Sserafim. Like, that is the vibe. Okay. And Twice now is catching up to the vibe. But yeah, their comeback this time, I haven't listened to their full album, but some of the songs that do come up, this is for all my ladies who don't get hype enough. That's a good one. Okay, sorry. That is a good one. That is a good song. Every single time I hear it, this goes to all the ladies who don't get hype enough. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. I'm listening to it. I don't skip it. So, that's a good one. That is a good one. So I guess at this point I just need to download their album and listen to it and quit being a hater, because again, I'm telling you, the music in my ear, I'm liking what I'm hearing. So So I got to figure out what song it is that I was like, oh shit, who is this? Because it is something that they have not, to me, like it sounds like something that is not very much them and like what they're known for. So the fact that I was like taken aback of like, this is Twice, like what's happening right now? Like what's happening right now? What? Oh, they're catching up. Anyways. Yeah. So their comeback is pretty good. Stray Kids, I can't really say. And their album just dropped yesterday. And I'm like, what is this? This is not very good. There's a lot of auto-tune going on in it. And if you know me, I'm not a big fan of auto-tune. And there is a lot of it in this new Stray Kids album. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know what you did with this comeback. What did JYP do to you guys? Like, what's happening here? But anyways, their old stuff is better. And like literally when you look up their profile on Spotify, all their old songs are like their top, what is it? Like they do a top 7 or 8. Like all their old music is like Chick Chick Boom is their number 1. And then after that, it's like La 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 and God's Menu, and like literally all their old songs. Because everything that they're coming out with right now is not it. Like, what is happening, Stray Kids? What is happening? Enhypen is doing, like, I love the sound that Enhypen is coming out with right now. Like, come on. You know? Anyways. What's next? Oh, I don't know if I want to bring this up. This may be a little TMI. I'm like, I don't know, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. So, okay, I'm just gonna talk about it. Okay, we're just gonna talk about it because I'm sure that there are other women. This is tailored toward women. Okay, if you're a man, you may want to skip this if you want. Like, and I don't know how many seconds. Okay, maybe just whatever. So, as you all know, Alvaro and I were getting older, okay? 33 and 34, all right? To some people, it's like, oh, you guys are still young. However, my like, what is it? What do people call it? Like biological clock or whatever to make babies, okay, is ticking, all right? So I don't want to be too old when I have kids, if we have kids. That is now the conversation that Alvaro and I are having. Like, we are in this stage in our lives where we maybe feel ready for kids. I don't know. Is anyone really ready for kids? I feel like people are excited about having kids. Like, like, oh, I can't wait. To me, I feel like it's either or, but I do feel like not either or. Like, well, I guess with like kids to not have kids, like I could go either way, right? Like, I'd be happy with kids, I think. And I think I would also be happy with no kids. But then I start having these thoughts of like, are we going to be really lonely when we're older? I don't want to be really lonely, like, and what if something happens to my siblings and, things like that. You start really thinking like these really deep thoughts of like how your future is going to be. And when you are elderly and not being able to have your legacy be carried on, like other than like word of mouth. But at the end of the day, like people who are also your age, like also pass on, and like then there's no piece of you that remains anyways. So like shit like that, right? So with that being said, your girl has gotten off birth control. Okay. Like we're just going to talk about it. We're just going to be real about it. I've already talked to my mom about it, so this is not going to be a surprise to her. I've already talked to Jess about it, so there ain't no surprise there. And then obviously I've talked to Alvaro about it, okay? Anyways, so I've always had very regular time of the month, okay? I have not had a time of the month, so my period, off birth control since, I don't even want to say what age, but 17. I'll just say it. And let me just say, it fucking sucks. It sucks so hard. I'm being punched in the stomach. I'm being literally, it's abuse. What's happening in there? It's abuse. It hurts so fucking bad. I'm trying every single time I like go to say it, I like want to say it and I can't figure out the fucking word. I'm being not penalized, but something like, It hurts so bad. And I am like not here for it. Literally, my body is upset with me that it like there's no baby. So it's just like, we're gonna punish you. That's the word. I'm being punished. Okay. I'm being punished for having a time of the month. Okay. I'm literally sitting at work or during my day, like just, and all of a sudden it's like punching me. It's kicking me, it's scratching, it's making me feel, I kid you not, there's times where I'm like, it's like, let's say day 2, and that's like the worst day. Again, like if you want to skip this, go ahead, but this is real, okay? I literally feel like I literally bend like in half, and I just hold onto my stomach. There's sometimes where I like crouch down because the pain is so bad, and I'm just like literally it's ripping me apart. Like it's so bad. And like men don't understand what it's like to have a fucking period. It sucks, you guys. So men, if you are listening, when your lady says, I'm in so much pain, or I don't want to go out because I'm on my fucking period, you feel bloated, your hormones are out, you're just going up and down, okay? Our insides are ripping us apart. We are being punished for not producing a baby, okay? Like we are being punished. And then like, you know, then there's the messy part of it. And it's just like, seriously, like men do not have to worry about this. Okay. The fear of like, did I leak through? The fear of like, oh my God, I got to change. Or the fear of like, if you use tampons, like the toxic syndrome or something like that, like you could die from that shit. Like men do not have to worry about this. And so, sorry, I get real passionate about it because it's just like, I hate when people complain about like, oh my God, and it's not that bad. You don't fucking know. Okay. You do not know. It's awful. Also, like I used to experience migraines when I was on birth control having periods. And then now that I'm off of it, like I get a little bit of a headache, but all the pain is now below. Like it hurts so bad. Peeing hurts. Anytime like I'm just trying to go to the bathroom, I feel like I have to let my pee free fall, because if I had all like try to push or anything like that, like again, my gut is literally punching me, and like it is the worst thing ever, you guys. I just got done with mine, and like I'm like relieved that it's over. I'm just like, I want to go back on birth control so bad because this is like not worth it to me. That's what I'm thinking. But obviously, like, I also don't want to be on it because of how it alters your hormones. And like, we don't know what it's really doing to our insides, but like, oh my gosh, let me just say, it is so bad. Okay. And like, again, I know TMI, but whatever. Like at this point, this is my reality. Okay. This is my reality. And this is only like maybe my 2nd or 3rd month off of it. And like, I'm just like, again, it's one of those things where women feel like they have to protect themselves, especially if they don't want kids. You know, like, I don't know, whatever. We're all adults here, okay? We're all adults here. It's fine. Ugh. Anyways, yeah. And on that note, should I just end it? Should I just end my episode? I don't know. I feel like I have another apartment thing, but like after, how do you follow up with another topic after that? You know, like God, it just fucking sucks, dude. Oh God. And then women start going through menopause. Like that's a whole other thing. Like it's crazy what our bodies go through. The body is an amazing thing, but also like sometimes it just sucks. It's just like, seriously, like the changes we go through, I'm just like, great. Like also, like I have like I literally on the back of my left calf, like I see varicose veins, and I'm just like, what is happening? But you know, I spent a whole year sitting with Bailey, and like my blood circulation wasn't great on my legs. And so that is the outcome of sitting too much. Is now maybe I got to tan it up now. I got to get tan a little bit so they're not as noticeable. They're not bad, but women are known for getting varicose veins. And oddly enough, like when I was reading about them, they always happen on the left side. And if you did not know this, they do say to sleep on your left side because I guess that helps with like the blood flow on the leg that's impacted by the varicose veins. Anyways, yeah, it's just like poor circulation or sitting too long, not moving, not, like the blood isn't going anywhere. So then your veins kind of, they start bulging. But mine aren't bad. It's just like you just see kind of blue, like 2 or 3 blue lines. But they're not like bulging out of my leg. But they could get worse as I get older. And like the only thing that I can do from here on out is either go see a vein doctor and then have them like freeze them. And then I guess that makes the blueness go away. There's also some other treatments, but also like compression socks. Like I do not want to wear compression. I don't want to get to the point where I'm having to wear compression socks. But like when I sit on the couch, like I have to put my legs up. So now I use my kitchen chair to like prop my leg up if it starts hurting. Or I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I started moving again is like I don't want these to get worse. Okay, I do not want them to get worse. And also varicose veins run in like women who have parents with varicose veins. Like they're way more like it's inevitable. What is the word? I say it in my head fine, but I can't say it inevitable. I know someone's gonna be like, Martha, this is how you say it. Anyways, words. It no matter what, it's like no matter what you try to do to prevent them from happening, they're gonna happen. Like, so sometimes it is like hereditary. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I started complaining about like being off the pill and then like oh my God, what a mess. Is my memory going bad ever since I got? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, no, I don't know. I would just remembered that I finished Haunting Adeline book 1. I kind of figured that it was the person that was that's not the great person, bad villain, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody because, I mean, almost 1 million people have read this book. So really, am I spoiling anything other than like, yeah, it's not as bad. Like the stalker vibes have kind of calmed down a little bit. Thank God, because I think that creeped me out even more. The stalking, I do not like. That's the part that freaked me out, I think, most. But now we're into some darker shit. I started book 2. I'm only like 2 chapters in, but a kidnapping has happened. Someone is being held hostage. Yeah, kind of crazy stuff. A lot of it's like about sex trafficking right now. So our main character just got kidnapped and they're about to sell her, but she's all cut up because she was kidnapped, and like obviously it's against your will. So yeah. Anyways, no, I don't feel like going into like the next thing that I was going to talk about. I'm so done talking about the pressure washers that were supposed to come out. Okay, I'm going to talk about it because I already brought it up. So our complex, the management office or whatever, who owns this, whatever, they hired pressure washers to come and clean up all the exterior of our apartments. So that's all our patio area. That's literally the walls around our windows, back doors, everything. Okay. So yesterday was supposed to be our day. It was the first 100-degree weather day. We had to get all of our AC units out of our windows. So I kept the house like cold. I don't know how I did it, but I feel like yesterday was colder than today as far as like the temperature inside our home. And we literally had no AC like for literally half of the day. And then we were able to put them in because they just decided to up and leave at 3:30 and not do our apartment. And so the entirety of the day, I gave Bane his anxiety medicine. So there's that. So he was all like, "Woo, oh, what's going on?" out of it. And then like I'm constantly like on edge of like, when are they going to come and like start blasting water at my office window? Because where my computer is, like the window is directly to the right side, and they're literally doing the whole exterior of our buildings, like pressure washing everything, the stairs, the wood, everything, you guys. And so we can't have anything on the back. We can't have anything like in front of our door. We can't have anything in our windows right now. So like, so we prepared for that. Okay. We removed everything. It's going to be fucking hot. And I just want them to do by our building. So out of nowhere, they pack up and leave at 3:30. We call the office. They're like, oh, yeah, so if you saw them leave, then they're pretty much done for the day. And they were trying to blah, blah. And I'm thinking, okay, please keep in communication. It's ridiculous that we have to call you guys to ask, like, what's going on? Like, send a notice. So apparently Alvaro got a text message saying that today's pressure washing that was supposed to be done on the buildings after hours were canceled. So now we got a new list, a new schedule. So on Monday, they're supposed to pressure wash the exterior of our building, but it's also going to be super hot. So I'm like, they better fucking do ours first, because 7 and 8 was supposed to happen. It literally was supposed to be units, or excuse me, 8 and 9. I think it was 8 through 11 or 7 through 10. I can't remember, but it was 8 through 10. They didn't, on the list, it literally says that building like 7 and 8, which I'm in 8, is going to be done on Monday. And I'm thinking, like, why didn't you like go numerical order, please? Like, you started off with like 10 and 9 or 11 and 10. Like, you guys went, I don't know what they did, but it's just like, would you hire this company again? I don't know. Like, keep in communication with people. I don't know. It's just me. I would have ended my day in the shade. Instead, they like went to the shady spots area in the morning. I'm like, you guys, why aren't you doing the buildings that are in the sun first and then end your day in the shade and then be done? Like, but then I'm not a pressure washer. Okay. So I don't know. So anyways, that was the whole thing yesterday, and it was really stressful just because I was like, it's getting hot. But I don't know how I did it, but I did. I kept the whole home cold. Even when Alvaro got home, like at 2:30, 2:45, he was like, wow, it's nice and cold in here. And he goes, you don't have the ACs on? I go, no, I can't put any of the ACs in the windows. Like, we don't have AC right now. And so he was like, wow, it's actually pretty cold in here. I'm like, I'm doing something right. Where today it feels warmer, but also it's day 2 of another 100-degree weather day. So I don't know. Anyways, this episode was kind of random and all over the place. Not, I guess, with like topics, I would say. But again, like, this is just kind of what my podcast is. It's my life. It is life with Martha. And, you know, right now I'm on this like weird journey of like the changes that is happening internally with my body and being off, like, you know, things that usually kind of mess with your hormones. So like letting my body do what it naturally is supposed to be doing, like, is weird and different. Like, I just feel, I don't know, it's such a weird fucking thing to even describe. Like, you could feel what's like going on the inside. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, you guys. Like, it's just weird. It's odd. The body is weird. Okay. And it's not like one of those things where it's just like, oh, my stomach is hurting because I'm having a poop attack. You know what I'm talking about. You know, when your stomach starts rumbling and grumbling and you're like, I better get to the bathroom right now. You get hot. You're like, about to shit my pants. But it's not like that. That pain is not the same. But if I was to compare it to something for people to understand what it is like to literally feel like you're being punched from the inside and out, like, that's what it is. That's the comparison that I can give, that everyone has experienced, man or woman. When you're about to have a accident in your pants and your stomach starts hurting the way that it does, that is almost the equivalent of how I can describe it, kind of. Okay. But it's not the same, but that's as close as I'm going to get. Anyways, I'm so done talking. I'm so sorry, guys. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. Gosh. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for listening. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.